Let me take this time, my friends, to welcome you, Undeniable Grace. Please like our page, Undeniable Grace, on Facebook again, and also Undeniable Grace on YouTube. You can subscribe on that one, and that's just going to help us, these videos, to go out there and that people would find them and get the information and learn from the videos. Thank you very much for watching. Today, I'm doing these videos, as you know, just for a few minutes. But today I'm taking a detour. I'm going to talk about the science of interpretation. I just wanted to talk to our young preachers, communicators, pastors, and the ones who are really trying to communicate the word. That's what I'm going to talk to today. I'm talking to those people today. And one of the things that I found out as a preacher, I've been preaching now, and I've been a pastor for more than 18 years. So I have knowledge of a little bit of the art of preaching. We are talking about the science of interpretation. One of the things that are very important when you deal with the science of interpretation is that one of the things that you must know is that as a communicator of the word, you need to interpret the text so that your audience would understand what the text says. But before you can even interpret the text, then you've got to know some few things. These are the things that I'm going to talk about. At least you should know one, you should know the author. Now, when you go for interpretation, you should know the author of the text or the author of the book that you are going to interpret. You know the author, and then after you've known the author, then you should also know the audience, which means that this is who was writing, this person was writing to these people. You should also understand the audience, and you should know who are these people that he was talking to. That is the audience. And then after you've known the audience, and then you can also try to find out the time, because the time is going to help you to understand the culture of the day if you know the time. So when you get to the time, when was it written, and then you get the culture of the day. What was the culture like on that particular day or in particular time that this was written. Another thing that you should know is also to understand what was influencing the writer to write. The influence. What was the influence? Most of the books that are written, especially the New Testament, especially Paul books, most of them are the books that are addressing a problem in a certain church. So you should understand why or what influenced the writer to write the book. Then you get that. Then you get the meaning of the verse. That's why sometimes when you try to interpret the text, you must go back and try to understand all of what I've already told you, like the author, the audience must understand that. Why was this book written, which is what influenced the writer to write, what was the time, and then you understand the culture, the lifestyle of the people at that time. Then you get all of those, and then you go to a text, and then when you read it, then it gives you an understanding of why the writer wrote this and what was the meaning of this. This is what I usually see us doing sometimes. We have this idea of trying to read a text and then say, what is that? What does this text mean to me? And you don't have to interpret it like that. You can't say, what does this text mean to me? No, the right question is, what does this text mean when the writer was writing the text? What did the writer mean when the writer was writing the text? Then you get that. And then when you get the meaning of the verse from the perspective of the writer, then you take the meaning of the verse and then you bring to us. And then when you bring it to us, you bring to us as something that we need to, how do we implement this verse? Which means, what does this verse now, how do we implement it on our own time now? And that is what we need to understand. So you get the context of it, and then you get how do we implement it, which is the application. How do we apply the verse? And then you got those, then you will be, for the start, you will be fine. So that is what I wanted just for you to say today. It's just for you to get that you should know the author, you should also know the audience, you should also know the time the book was written, why was the book written, and then you get to the culture of the day. Then at least you can get the context of the verse. God bless you. Thank you very much for watching.